So you know how the first episode of Legend of Korra Book 2 was named Rebel Spirit? There's a leaked episode online. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see that. Well, the other three more episode names have been revealed. Korra Spirit found this out through this one Twitter thing. She says it's a pretty legitimate source, so check that out. I'll have both the links in the description. The names are Rebel Spirit. Of course, that's the first one. The other three are The Southern Lights, Civil Wars Part 1, Civil Wars Part 2 is the last one. So this is pretty interesting that we got that through a Twitter thing. I was pretty surprised by that. But the main thing is that there's going to be a two-parter right at the very beginning. I don't think Nickelodeon's ever done that before. I know it's usually near the end, maybe sometime in the middle with the Last Airbender last season. There was the Boiling Rock, which was I think middle and had two parts. But this is pretty sweet. Two-parters are always good. I hate the wait though when part one ends and then you gotta wait a week for the second part. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see that. I think it's gonna be an epic war, obviously, and I don't think it's gonna be just one war. It's gonna be multiple wars since it is civil wars. Even though these aren't confirmed names, it's a pretty liable source. I'm believing it because it actually does sound pretty interesting. What I think is going to happen is I think they're going to go somewhere in the Southern Lights. Something's going to happen down there, and they're going to find something out, just like they did with Last Airbender when they went to the library and they found that little room, and they found out that when there's a solar, like an eclipse or something, that no firebender can bend. I think something not as drastic as that, but someone's gonna find out something there, and it's gonna start a whole bunch of wars and all that, and that's where Civil Wars Part 1 and Part 2 come in. And since it is multiple wars, they're gonna need a two-parter. That's just my opinion. Leave what you think those parts are why it's double parted and all that down in the description below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys later, and yeah, peace out, bros. All right, so check this out. So you know how we already know the first name of the first episode in book 2? Well, the other 3 have been revealed, not officially, of course, on a Twitter page, and link will be in the description for those people. And so the other 3 are The Southern Lights, Civil Wars Part 1, and Civil Wars Part 2. So these aren't confirmed to be real or not, so they could be fake, but I think they're pretty promising. Korra Spirit actually linked me to this, so that link will be in the description as well. My thoughts on this is pretty much why I'm putting out this video, is because I think it's really interesting seeing how there's already going to be Civil Wars Part 1 and 2 this soon. Usually when Nickelodeon puts out episodes or shows and stuff, it's usually at the season end where there's 2 parts or maybe 3 sometimes. I've seen 4 in one show before, and it's pretty interesting to see that. So this, you can tell right from there that this is going to be a pretty interesting series. So far, it's been pretty interesting, and now it's going to be even more epic, in my opinion. Civil Wars, something's going to go down. Something pretty big is going to happen. I think it's going to have something to do with the Southern Lights. They reach there, and they're going to find out something, and they have to go stop it. Leave your thoughts down below in the description box, and peace out, brother.